So I wanted to make this video to just kind of show you guys that sometimes I don't fully work on projects or complete anything, but sometimes I just like to play around with my crafty stuff. So basically the other night I had tuned in for a Ustream class, which is Psycho Moms on YouTube, and she is Tanya Gibbs, I believe, on Facebook and Instagram, which is right here. This is her, I don't know if I can focus in on this, but this is her Instagram, and this was the Ustream class that I tuned into May 4th. I don't know what day that was, Monday or Tuesday. And it was a really fun, interesting class that she was using with watercolor and doodling techniques. And she had these really fast, cute cards that you can make for Mother's Day coming up, which is tomorrow, by the way. So I'm watching her class. I love to tune in. I actually know Tanya personally. We took a trip together to Texas to take a workshop once at Marion Smith Studios, and so we got to spend a weekend together. So much fun. She's such an awesome woman. We had a great time, and I was so happy to have been able to spend some time and meet her in person, because as I've still remained friends with her, I try to tune into her Ustreams any chance that I can get. And I think she's such a great teacher. I've always admired her creativity, and she's great at layering, and I love to be able to learn techniques from her. So the other night she had this really interesting class, and I tuned in, and I normally just watch along and kind of learn, but this was the first time I was like grabbing stuff to try to hop on and play along with her. Now this isn't what she taught in the class. Let me just explain. The class was really really cute, showing you how to make watercolored flowers and then doodle along them to add a little, cute little doodle vibe. But what I learned the most from her was just even how to use watercolor, because I have this simple watercolor pack from Michaels, and you can see I've played with it a little bit, but I never really knew what I was doing. Anytime I tried to watch a YouTube video on how to watercolor, the people teaching it don't really explain, how wet they're making the brush and how they're using it. So as she was teaching, I'm like, oh my god, she's actually showing how I can use my watercolors the way I needed to learn how. So I grabbed my stuff and I just played along. And she taught me, I never knew like to mist the whole palette, and then when to dip it in water, where to dab it off, little things like that I needed. So I just started grabbing some cardstock that I had. I think this is just 110 pound from Michaels. And I just started grabbing some colors and just making some circles. But for me, this was just trying to learn how to use my paint. So I was able to get an actual watercolor look. I wasn't succeeding in that earlier. I wasn't just using the proper, watercolor technique. So I just started playing and making these circles, and then I added some splatters, and then for the doodles I just went back with my gold Uniball pen. I actually got this like at clearance at Michaels, and it is amazing. So I just decided on this one just to doodle with some gold. So that was really fun just to play around. And then I did another one where I just grabbed some different fun colors, and I just did like a pink, orange, and yellow. Really kind of like a summer citrus look. And then I added some black watercolor splatters. But I never was able to achieve this look before. So I'm doing all of this, playing along, watching her class. And then I started trying to make some hearts. So I came up with my own sort of technique and tried some different ways of doing it. And, some are better than others, but I like those colors. And then more splatters. So I'm probably going to cut these up for something, but I just wanted to share them while they were still whole. So that one was so cute. So this was what she was doing in the classroom, and she was using a black outliner, but basically it was teaching how to make these watercolor roses. Hold on, let me try to do this better. These watercolor roses, and then doodle the leaves and things like that. And then she also did it on hand lettering. Please ignore the awful craziness I have going on over here. I went a little bit too nuts with the doodles on the sending part, but basically I tried to just sketch out sending all my love, and then I just was doing little swirly scrolls, and I don't like it that much, but I was just basically trying to play along and learn the techniques that she was sharing. So I did a little, border, sketchy border, and I added some hearts and some little things, and her cards were way better than this. You definitely got to check it out. She does one where she does like a whole like a swag, when people have those like those really pretty flower swags on their mantle. She actually does like a whole floral thing with different watercolors and then doodles in it. And she's so talented and she's such a great teacher. So I had so much fun. Okay, I did all of these watching her Ustream. So Tanya, if you're watching this, I was totally not kidding. I was telling you, I am playing along right now and I was just having so much fun. I've never been this successful with using my watercolors. So seriously, I honestly have you to thank. And even though this looks, you know, like you would do it in school, I think this looks actually awesome. Love it. Like, look at how pretty those watercolors look. Oh, I love it. So, okay, so I was doing that. And then it made me want to play a little bit more with watercolors now that I was kind of learning how to do it. So the first thing I did was I made this little swatch because sometimes it's hard for me to see what the color is going to look like. So I just did a little scribble of all the colors so I could know what colors I was using. So like I said, I'm not that great at it yet, so you'll see not all of this looks that great, but I was trying to practice being able to write with watercolor. So the first few things I did up here aren't that great. I tried to write love, and I really needed to get the hang of how much water and how much paint I needed on my brush. So by the time I got down here, you can see I was doing a lot better. So I just did a bunch of X's and O's to practice. So this is really cute, except the top is a mess. But that was, again, just me kind of experimenting. And then I was like, I wonder if I could make like some really pretty watercolor feathers. So I started just sort of playing around. And you guys, I love what I made so much. I want to like turn this into a print. That's how much I love what I'm about to show you. So what I did was I picked a couple colors and I just started painting this certain shape. And then, yeah, I went in and outlined it, and oh, I love it, you guys. This is so, I cannot believe that this is the first time I've tried something that came out the way I wanted it in my head. So I just did a bunch of different like little stroke marks with some different colors. And then I just went back and, you know, really trying to get a nice black line with the watercolor paint. I just added the vein through the center and then the tip tops, so even some of them look like they have a white tip. And then I added the little wispies at the bottom and then added some flicks of the black splatter, and I am like in love. I honestly like could never have done this if I had not watched that Ustream, honestly. I just thank Tanya so much. She's such a great teacher, and go check out her Ustream. If you don't know how to use watercolors, but you really want to try to get like really pretty effects, check out her class, because the way she describes, you know, when she's dipping in the paint, and I don't know, for some reason that helped me. And I know that when people need to learn, everyone can be taught, but everyone needs to be taught in different ways. And I needed to be taught in that way. So our brains just must work alike. So sorry about the rambling, but I think she is such a great teacher, and I just honestly love this so much. I wish I could turn it into a print. I guarantee if I try to make another one, it won't even be as good, but I don't know what to do with this. I love it. I should frame it. I really should. So anyway, this was what I've been up to. Just playing around. I don't know what to do with these, but anyway, I'm going to post the links below to Tanya's page and her Ustream class. And if you make something inspired by her class, use the hashtag following Tanya Gibbs. I'll post it right here, and post it on Instagram. I will be posting pictures of these on Instagram for anyone that wants to look at them. So I'll have the links below to all my, not all my, to my Instagram, because I know I haven't shared that before. So yay, if you're still watching, my Instagram, I'm going to start posting it in the info box of my videos, but it is Kiss Me I'm Crafty. I'm going to post it right here. Kiss Me I'm Crafty. That is my Instagram name. I've been thinking about changing my YouTube name to match it, but I just haven't figured out if that's how I'm going to do that yet. But go follow me on Instagram. I try to keep current with posting my crafty things on there. So, and if you do want to follow my personal Instagram, it is private, so comment down below and let me know your Instagram name, just so that I can make sure I know who is coming to follow me from this YouTube channel. that being said, have a great weekend, you guys. It's Mother's Day weekend and my birthday weekend. My birthday is on Mother's Day this year, so I'm celebrating me. I hope you guys are celebrating you, and have a great weekend. I'll see you later. Bye.